Hi everyone, today I want to talk about more of the Nintendo Switches. We got 3 models and I'm making this video for like a parent or somebody who wants to buy it for their son or their couple, you know. Like what if they want to upgrade their Switch or wants to buy one for Christmas, a birthday gift, anything, you know. This is perfect. I'm going to talk about each console differences. Also going to talk about how to protect them, what is best in my opinion. Also, I'm going to talk about some games and stuff. I do have a couple games. So yeah, here we're going to talk about, we got 3 models. And first off, we got the original one. I want to talk about the original one because it's the first one that came. The one that made the other ones exist. Here we got the original one. And here we go. So yeah. So we're going to talk about this guy here in a minute. And then we're going to talk about this guy, the light. We talk about the colors and everything. Their pros and cons on each console too. So don't expect, you know. And here we got this guy. The OLED. So yeah, we're going to keep an eye on. We're going to look at these real quick. So yeah. Give me a minute and we'll get started. Here we got the original one. The original Switch. And in case somebody wants to know. Here's how sometimes they do sell these sometimes. So here's the box. It might be different because this is like the first ones. They have changed it. The new ones that are polished out there right now still, you know, working. Those have a better battery life than this one, so I do want to mention that. So yeah, here's the original one, the one that started it all. And I would recommend having a tempered glass on all Switches. You know, I always add them on all of them. And a case if you want to. I've never do hardly on this one, so this one hardly leaves my house. Usually I have it docked, so I play this on TV. Here's the original one. You know, so we got the stand here. And also, there's also an SD card there. So yeah, this guy, usually the reason probably the best option is if you want to play TV mode and nothing else, just TV, I'll recommend just buying this one. This one goes for like $300. It ain't bad. Maybe you could get a cheaper pre-owned too. It ain't bad. And the Joy-Cons are swappable. You know. So that's pretty good. So you can play handheld or on the TV using its dock that comes with. And here's its dock. So all you gotta do is just once you want to play docked, you slide it in there. There we go. And also, here in the back, we got an AC adapter. So it's a Type-C, and I would recommend using what it came with. That is Nintendo-wise. Don't use like some third party or anything. I recommend more of that for the battery wise. You also got a USB, and also we got an HDMI out. It comes with these guys, so yeah. Also, you get 2 more USBs here, and whenever it's on, there's a green little light that turns on here in the corner. So yeah, when it's transferring over to your TV, just check that out and see if it's glowing. It's going to be a green little glow, and it'll tell you right off the bat if it's sitting at the TV. If you don't see that, that means it's a sleep mode. Or it will turn on when you insert it, but it will turn on and turn off like in a couple seconds. It's turning like, hey, it's charging. And, you know, here it will turn on and it shows the battery symbol here in the corner is charging, so you'll be aware. So, yeah, and once, you know, once you get like one of the Switches, it will also come with a controller grip, you know. And I always put stickers online, you know, to know for my sisters which one is my Joy-Con grip, because there's always, you know, there could be a sibling that could get one too, and then you could be fighting over who switches who. You can also write their names, but I put stickers on my stuff so I know it's mine. So yeah, here's the Joy-Con grip, and all you do is just grab your controllers, you slide them on there. There we go. And so this one comes also in the OLED, the same exact Joy-Con grip. You also get some little wrist straps. They slide on here just like how I did on the Joy-Con only. They're tiny little plastics, little tiny, you know, wrist straps. keep an eye on that, you know. They do come with that. So yeah, if you just want to play it on TV and nothing else, just get one of these guys. They're not that expensive, you know. I mean, well, they're like in the middle. Like the light is 200 and the OLED is 350 or 60, depending where you get it. And see overall. And also, you might want to get a bigger storage if you're going to play a bunch of games on these Switches. I have a 512. I still have some storage, like 300 gigabytes on it. 311 or something. Like here, I got 311 free space. Already is like, I have like less than 20 gigabytes still left in the storage. And these start with 32 gigabytes. So when you get these, 32 gigabytes. Yeah, and it looks like Fortnite takes a bunch. We'll talk about the games here near the end of the video. But yeah, here we got that. So now, I'm going to jump over and talk about the light. Okay, so I did forget to mention, they do have more colors. By the way, they do sell, since these are just, you know, regular Joy-Cons, but they do sell a blue and a red Joy-Con, color one. There's nothing different but just the Joy-Con, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. But they also have a gray color like these on both sides, and then the other one just comes with a blue and a red Joy-Con. And there's nothing different, so, you know, don't expect, like, different colors are different. There's some that do have something different, but this one, the original, does not come with that. And they do have one, a Mario Kart edition, that's they're selling right now during this holiday season. So yeah, keep an eye on that. And also forgot to mention, we do have like the power button, the volume buttons here. You also got the headphone jack, and also where the game cartridge goes in. And this little, you know, it's a tiny little foot stand. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the light here in a minute. I'm going to talk about the Switch Lite. Also, I want to mention, it does come in, there are 5 colors. As you can see here, it's the gray one. They also come with, they come with a yellow. I don't usually see that at the stores anymore. Usually I see them on Amazon, they're still selling those. There's also a turquoise blue. Also, a pink coral. And a blue that looks like a GameCube almost. Here's the box. Let's move this on the side real quick. So here's the box in case you're looking for the Switch Lite in the store. You know, just keep an eye on that. You know, just in case you're looking for it. This console is perfect for kids, in my opinion, or handheld. You know, you don't care about like the screen, nothing. You don't care about nothing. You just want to play a game. You don't care about the quality, nothing. This is perfect. And all Switches do accept Bluetooth, by the way. So you can use your headphones, you know, which is pretty good. And they accept all the games, you know. It's just, you know, if you want to play, you know, I mean, this one is more friendly to travel with, in my opinion. It's smaller, not too big, you know. I just like this little gadget because it's just really easy to carry around instead of carrying these big guys. But sometimes I like the, you know, the OLED, and here we'll talk about it. But here you do lose an advantage. This guy's $200. Right off the bat, you do lose the dock. So you lose the dock and the HDMI, but you still get the same power brick. You get the same power brick, which is a C-type, and all Switches use that. So right off the bat, you do lose that. You know, and you can't take the Joy-Cons off, so they're stuck on there, you know. You can, you know, buy a separate set, like say you want to buy a separate set of Joy-Cons. You could do that, you know, if you want to. You could play Joy-Cons. You don't have to play just using that. You could play with a set of Joy-Cons, you know, or you could buy a Pro Controller, you know. You could buy a Pro Controller, and you could play it too. Since they can connect with all Switch consoles, you know. That's the only thing you do lose. You do lose the advantage of playing on the screen, which this is why it's cheaper, because they take off the main thing of the Switch. It's just, no, you can't connect to the screen. So yeah, but overall it's pretty good. If you want it for a kid, I recommend this for a kid. It's perfect. You know how kids are. There's some are reckless, you know, they like breaking stuff. Some aren't. They do take care of their stuff. And if you do buy it, a case and a screen protector. A good case, you know, so it won't beat up and everything, won't get scratches. So yeah, just keep an eye out on that. This is not a bad console in my opinion. When this guy came out, I was having fun with it, but then when the OLED came out, I kind of entertained more with the OLED. But it's still a good console, you know, for little kids. You know, little kids, they're reckless and stuff. They don't take care of their stuff. Some do, some don't. Just, you know, just keep an eye out. I like these little consoles. I wish they made more colors, but they only have 5. And then they do have some limited editions, but they're like only, I think, maybe 4 or 5 of them. I could be wrong. I know there was one that only a few of them came out, and they're going for like a couple $1,000. And there's 2 Pokemon ones, and then they recently released 2 new ones. They got Animal Crossing, a pink and a blue. They have the leaves in the back. So yeah, but overall you do lose that, and just 32 gigabytes in the system, that ain't good. So you do need to buy an SD card, and I have 128 gigabyte on this guy. So yeah, you might need to buy a bigger storage than that, or just 128, depending on how many games you can play. You play a lot, yeah, you're gonna need a big one than that. But if you're just gonna play a couple games, 128 will do it, just for a couple games. But if you're gonna play a lot, then yeah, go with a bigger memory card, like 512. And I don't know how many games I have, but I'll explain it here in a bit. Okay, so now we got the OLED. This one goes for like 360, 350, depending where you buy it. The advantage on this one is you still get like the same headphone jack, the game cartridge. Also, you get like the volume up and down, and also the power button. And they still you can replace these Joy-Cons too if you want to change like the color. Also here we got in the back, we got a stand, and I do apologize, I have a case on these guys just to keep them protected. So yeah, here we got a stand, and it's way better than the original. See how big this guy is? Compared to like the original, you only get this little tiny little foot compared to this guy. You know, the good thing is when they came out with this one, they improved that, so that's a good thing. So yeah, there we got the feet, and also you can put the SD card here. On this, it just slides in there. So yeah, it's 128 gigabyte on this guy I added, and it starts with 64 gigabytes. So the other two starts with 32. This one starts with 64. So it can fit up to maybe 3 or 4 games. Then you have to swap it out, and like a storage if you're gonna keep on playing more games. So yeah, overall, it's the same thing. Only all you get is like an OLED, and it's way better when you play a handheld than on TV. So if you want like the best experience for a handheld, go with the OLED. But if you're going to play it on TV only the whole time, just go with the original one. I mean, just for like $50 cheaper, $50 or $60 cheaper, you can buy a game and with the console. And all you do is play on TV. It's perfect. But if you want to play it on handheld, don't want to waste too much, just go with this guy. It won't waste too much. But this is like more, it's OLED. It's way better. If you want to play in handheld, which I like playing handheld more. I mean, this one I like it, but when that one came out, like, well, that one has a better screen. This one doesn't. It has more storage when it starts, which is it's a win. So yeah, but for in my opinion, this is perfect for someone who just wants to play handheld and wants to experience everything, perfect. You have your own long stand, you can put it on the table and be playing any game you want, Okay, so this one's more like somebody who wants to experience handheld, good. This one is like, if you got a small kid, I would recommend more to this guy, $200. It ain't much, in my opinion, and if they're reckless, that could be a problem. You might have to get insurance just in case something happens, they cover it. Because kids are reckless. Some are, some aren't, But, keep it protected. If you want to buy a case, and I will show some switches. I do have some protected that I'll show here in a bit. Or if you just want to play a TV, you don't care about nothing else, but just want to play on TV, this guy will be perfect. You save more money than the OLED. You save $50. You do waste like $100 more just to get this guy. But you want to play on TV only, it's perfect, So, basically, that's all we got right now. Also, I want to talk about games real quick. So there's a game that is free, and this is more like an E10 rated game. It's called Fortnite, you know. It's, you know, kid game. You get to shoot people. It's like, how do you say it? Usually I don't play those games that often, but all you do is, like, you're in a match with 100 people and you kill each other to see who becomes #1. That's basically what you do in Fortnite. It's pretty cheap, or it's free, but it does take a lot of storage. It takes like 22 gigabytes almost, and that's a lot of storage just for a Switch. And you're starting with a Switch with just the updated system, and just that, it's just going to cover just Fortnite on digital-wise. You go physical and it's much better. It doesn't take that much storage, you know. And also, if you go digital, it's way bad. Because one reason is because, say, like Jimmy and Timothy. Jimmy has Pokemon Violet, and Jimmy has Minecraft, or, you know what I mean. One has Violet, one has Minecraft, and, like, all they want to swap games in the middle of the day, and they have them digital. And both consoles have them, you know, have their accounts on each one. Say, like, one is playing Minecraft, and they're building their house, and the other one's like, I want to play Minecraft. They jump over, they could knock out his save file and kick him out of the game, and the other one gets to be playing Minecraft, which is a bummer. The kid over here will lose all his building of his house, and the other one would just be playing. That's a shame. It's better, in my opinion, physical, because then, like, the other one could, hey, can I play Minecraft? Like, sure, just give me a sec, let me save, and I'll jump over and play another game, and, you know, let them borrow and he plays another game. You know, just in case. It's better, you know. You do a digital, you will be having issues. If you do a physical, it could be less of an issue. I mean, the kids could probably be still fighting over the game, you know, but at least it won't be like saying that, like, he jumped over Minecraft and didn't save my house because he joined on Minecraft. You know, the kids fighting over that. So yeah, let's talk about some games here. Here I got Rocket League, and by the way, this is a fun game. You know, it's just cars kicking a ball around. So basically a soccer, but with cars. I do want to give a heads up. You don't have to buy this physically. They do give it digital. So I do want to give a heads up. And at least that one ain't that much of an issue. I mean, like, this game is for free. And also, Fortnite is for free. So yeah. So you don't have to buy this cartridge. You know, I'm just saying this is a good game. I have the cartridge. But now they have physical and they're giving it for free. So, you know, if you have a kid. And it's ready, so I ain't, you know, he'd be playing it. Fortnite's another good game, but I don't like playing it, but there's guns and stuff involved, and you're shooting. You're just trying to become #1. So, yeah, just keep an eye on that as well. So, yeah. I got another game. This ain't recommended for kids. But we got Grand Theft Auto. I would not recommend buying this for a kid. Parents, please do not buy this unless you want to hold responsibility. We got Grand Theft Auto, a good game, adult game. It shows a lot of inappropriate things, like it shows a lot of adult stuff, bad words, and, you know, it's Grand Theft Auto. It's not a good kid game. Just, you know, putting it out there. If you're a kid, do not get this game unless you're 18 years, well, 17 or older. It's a mature game, so do not play this game at all if you're a kid. You don't want to get in trouble with your parents, and I don't want to be responsible. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Do not ask your parents for this game. Unless you've got your own driver's license and you're over the age of 17, go get it. But, you know, do not ask your parents for that game. It's a bad game. So we got another game here. We got Pokemon Legends Arceus. Not a bad game. It's open world. You know, you get to... If you play Pokemon, you know, you fill up the Pokédex, catching them all, training them. Some people have them competitive. In this game, usually you don't do that since we're just catching and fill up the decks and finishing the story. But this is a good game. You do have boss fights here. It's pretty fun, you know. It's like you take damage more. The trainer takes damage, ain't like, you know, just Pokemon. The trainer does too. He takes fall damage, you know, gets hit by a boss Pokemon, you know, he gets hit. It's a pretty fun game. You play this. I would recommend playing this if you're about to join Pokemon. I recommend playing this game more. And kids can play this. So, kids, if you want to play Pokemon, go ahead. I mean, you know, anyone could play this. It's for everyone. So, yeah. Pokemon ain't bad. Just, you know, Pokemon fighting and stuff. So, yeah, this is more better. When this came out, people were all excited. Like, man, this is the best game. So, yeah. Pokemon games are never bad. I always had fun with them, and I still play with this game every once in a while. You know, I'm bored, I'll come back and play this game. It's like a really good game, in my opinion. So yeah, and I will keep this in my collection, honestly. It's not a bad game. We got also another kid game. We got Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. And ain't a bad game, you know, this is perfect for kids. A Mario game is never bad for kids, you know, or for a person, you know, any ages. This is perfect for all ages. Perfect. So we got Bowser's Fury. And this game ain't bad. It's a 2-game-in-1. So yeah. You know, you can play up to 4 players, which is good. You can use amiibos if you're into that. If you have amiibos. You know, bad game. I haven't finished it, but I'm playing it and I'm having fun with it. There's puzzles and stuff, so, you know, that's good. I have not played Bowser's Fury yet, which I will be playing it here soon after finishing this one, so yeah. Not a bad game in my opinion. We got another one right here. We got Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I haven't seen these guys being sold on the shelves anymore. You can find them maybe at GameStop used and stuff. But these games are basically based off the N64, the GameCube, and the Wii. So these games are for, you know, everybody can play this. It's a fun game. And if you play these games before, you know, you get to play them on, you know, on the Switch and portable, which is a win. So yeah, these games aren't bad. They're pretty fun and, you know, pretty fun to play with. So yeah. You know, I will keep this one in the collection. It's pretty fun to play with. We also got Sonic Mania. If you're into the old Sonic or you're a Sonic fan, we got Sonic games. These are like playing like back in the old Sonic games. So yeah, this ain't bad games. So yeah, keep an eye on that. These games aren't that bad. I mean, a Sonic game is never bad to play. I have not played that new ones. I think it was a Sonic Frontiers or something. I have not played it, and I will be getting it here soon, so I'll be playing it. I don't know if I should get it on Switch or PlayStation 5 or Xbox, but I want to get it more on Switch since it's more portable. But, you know, it's never, you know, if you want it for better graphics stuff, then for the 5 will do it. But if you just want to play the story, I don't have to get the, you know, PlayStation. I'll just get the Switch version. You also got Super Mario Odyssey. This game is a pretty fun game. It's open world. You know, there are levels, but they're open world. They're pretty fun. The story is pretty interesting and pretty good. I mean, you are helping the hack Cappy get his sister back, and also you're trying to help get Princess Peach back from Bowser, you know. So, you know, you're trying to get them both back. And this game is a pretty fun game. It's rated E and E10. The last games were all rated E except for, you know, Grand Theft Auto. That is a rated M game, which I mentioned again. But the other ones were rated E except for Grand Theft Auto. So this ain't a bad game. It's another good game to have as a collection. You know, every Switch owner should always have that game. It's a pretty good game. We also got Minecraft. This game ain't bad. It's rated E10. And all you do in this game is you're fighting. You know. You're basically trying to defend yourself from zombies, skeletons, creepers. You get to build your own houses. You get to build your own farm. You get to have animals. You get to raise them. You know, they get to learn some cool things about this a little bit. You know, since this game has like 3 modes, it has survival, hardcore, and then creative. Survival is basically trying to live, you know, trying to kill zombies and stuff. They're trying to kill you. You know, you basically farm to keep making food. You can kill, you know, say like you have pigs and stuff. You can kill them and get food out of them. Get some materials to be useful. And by the way, the game is E and 10 and up. So yeah, it's kind of more old grown up-ish. But for a little kid, in my opinion, it's fun. They get to build stuff, build houses. They can build a lot of stuff for this, honestly. It's pretty fun. This game I have fun with. I mean, you get to build things, you know. You get to survive. You get to go, you know. And if you complete the game, you get to face a dragon at the end, which is pretty nice. So, yeah. This game is good. I'll recommend it for a kid. I mean, it is, you know, it does show them killing zombies. And, you know, but at least the good thing is it doesn't show blood. That's the good thing. It just shows, like, them getting damaged. That's it. You know, they get to learn how to defend themselves. We also got Super Smash Bros. Another good game. It's rated E and 10. Rated E and 10 and up. So these games, you know, Smash Bros. It's never bad to have in a collection. In my opinion, it's because, you know, you can have say like you have a bunch of group of friends coming to visit you. You got a Switch. You got a Smash Bros. Perfect. All you gotta do is just, insert the game, grab a Joy-Con, like enough like 8 Joy-Cons or controllers, and you'll be fighting to the death, kicking each other off the stage and stuff, which is pretty good, and see who's the winner, That's what we always do in Smash Bros. It's always fun. It's always a good game to have as a collection. We also got another game, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Never a bad game. So this game is an open world, and you have to, play through the story, and you have to kill some monsters and stuff. It's a pretty fun game to play. And it's not, it's pretty interesting, the storyline. They have released 2 more games. This is a good game to keep as a collection. I forgot what the other game was called. It's like I think it goes back in the past before this event happened. That was like a middle between this one and Tears of the Kingdom. And Tears of the Kingdom is right after this game, they're saying. It's like a part 2. So yeah, Zelda is never a bad game to have in your collection. I always have fun. We also got Pokemon games. Pokemon games are never bad. We got like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, Sword and Shield. Let's see, what was the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, in my opinion, aren't the greatest games. I mean, they're good games, but they didn't develop them. It wasn't made from Game Freak, the ones who made the game. So yeah, I just want to give a heads up. There is a huge difference, so, keep an eye on that. In my opinion, they're fun to play with, but they're not like the best. They're like the lowest Pokemon games out of this whole Switch games. But people still play them, so yeah, they're not, if you play the Diamond and Pearl, it's like the remake, but they didn't, they changed a few things, but nothing much. So yeah, everybody, when they first heard about it, they got disappointed. But here we got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Good games. It's an open world. You get to explore where you still get to get the gym badges. You get to face some Titan Pokemon and also Team Star. And I don't want to ruin the story. They're pretty interesting. So there's like 3 storylines. You get to pick what you want to do it. You could do all 3 at the same time, one after the other. Or you could do one specific, like say you want to go all the gyms and then go back to doing the Titans and then the Team Star stuff. You could do that too. You could do whatever you want. The world is open, you could go anywhere except for one area, but that area won't be open until you finish all 3 stories, and then you get to go to that place. So yeah, these games aren't bad, and they are making, they have released a part 1 of the DLC. They're releasing a part 2 here pretty soon, so keep an eye on that. And these games aren't good. So now that we got that, I want to show some Switches, some limited editions and stuff. And I got a couple Switches that are protected, so I'll show you. Right here, I got a Switch here. I got a red Mario Edition Switch. And this is still available right now as I speak. This is still available. You could get the Switch. The only difference is it's just a red Switch. Nothing different. The dock is red. And the back of the dock, and I do have the white one. That one only comes with Mario running right here in the corner. And if you open the tray here, it just shows a bunch of quarters right here on this corner. That's the only difference, like, wise of a limited edition. That nothing else is different from that. So yeah, that's the only thing is from that Switch. And also, here's a perfect time to show you. I got this Switch protected with a case, and I have uploaded, I will be uploading, or it's already uploaded, a video about it. So keep an eye out on that. It's basically like showing you of the cases of these Switches. This one has been coming out pretty well, the red one. The clear one I've been having a little bit of issues, but maybe it just needs use or something. But, this one keeps the Joy-Cons protected. I mean, the Joy-Cons are red. It is a pain in the butt when you want to swap the Joy-Cons and see. You can tell it's red. It's just I have a case on it. It keeps it well protected and everything. There's also a place, so your hands can, like, hold on. So, I would recommend buying a case. It doesn't matter which Switch you get. In my opinion, it's better to keep it protected. Also, screen protector won't be bad. Yeah, I got them all protected and stuff. So here's this one. This is the Mario Edition, still available as I speak right now. And also get it a game case, See, I got this game for the Mario. They don't sell these. I got these at Five Below, but they don't sell exactly the black anymore. They sell like a Naruto and I think, what do you call the other one? Oh man, blast! I forgot what it's called. I think it was something from Marvel. I forgot what it was. But they sell it for $5, which ain't bad. If you buy one of those, you don't care about those, you know, just want to keep the columns protected. There you go. They don't sell them in black anymore, which I wish they did. I like kind of these. It's kind of basic. But here we got, you know, the Switch. And this one in Five Below, it has like these little sleeves. You can also, you know, if you want to, you just put these sleeves over it. Keeps the Switch from flopping around, you know. See, there we go. And you can put it, but I don't like doing that because I do play with them every once in a while to keep them, you know, so they won't get damaged. Their batteries won't get damaged. So, yeah. So, it's always a good thing to have a case. Also, we got another one here. I think this is the Pokemon edition one. Here, we got the Pokemon edition. And you could tell, like, in editions-wise, see, this is the reason why I buy a clear case for this one. This is kind of giving me issues. I think it's the other one, actually. This one didn't give me that much issues. Or, yeah, there's one that's giving me issues, but I don't know which one it is. I think it could be this one. But it keeps the game protected, you know, and you can see the design. That's the reason why I went with a clear one on this one. Because it has more of a design than the Mario one. The Mario doesn't have much of a design. It's just all it's red, so I'm like, just buy a red one. But yeah, there you go. That, and here we got another one. It's another OLED. On the OLED, this one, and I do have videos of the other two Switches. This one has not been released. I have not released a video of this one yet. It will be soon, but it does. I do show the docks and stuff. If you want to look at these videos, just look at my channel. But here we got this one just screen protected. It does not have a case. I will be ordering a case soon. I'm just waiting because I heard there's another one. And I might grab another Switch OLED. I like collecting the special edition ones. They're really nice. But yeah, here we got Splatoon. I bought a Splatoon case. Especially for it. So yeah, here we go. And I do have 2 more limited editions. But they're not OLED. They're more, how do you say it? Here we got a case for the Switch lights. And they do sell these still at Five Below. So, you know, if you're there, just grab one. They're $5. Sometimes you can get them like 2 for $5, which ain't bad sometimes. They have deals on these sometimes. So here we got the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And if you've seen the DS Lite, they had a model of this one exactly like the same design, only, you know, it's the DS. But this Switch is pretty nice. And I have a tempered glass. And also it has a silicone casing on it. Which I always like adding to these limited editions. A case. I also added the regular one. So not just that. We also got another one here. We got a Sword and Shield one. Here we go. And you can't see it because it's all starting to turn into yellow. Which I might have to buy a replacement for here soon. They also have another one, 2 more of them. Which, if I haven't mentioned, they have a New Horizon. Animal Crossing on it. It's a blue turquoise and a pink coral, and they just have leaves in the back. And here I got the Switch light. They got like leaves in the back, and here in the front they got a little leaf here. And I think they come with the game included. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. I just seen them. I haven't heard anything. But, you know, they're good games and stuff, and it ain't bad, you know. So, yeah, overall, you know, these limited editions aren't bad. And, if you can find one, they're pretty nice. Just, I like to protect them, you know, put a case over them to keep the design safe. So it doesn't get scratched up or rub off, you know. So, yeah. And here in a minute, I'll be talking about some accessories. So now I'm going to be talking about, like, the storage. So, the storage-wise, like, here, the Lite, you only get 32 gigabytes, and so does the original one. The OLED gets 64, so it gets double of what these two get. So, what these two have, that one gets. But the good thing is that all 3 of them can have an SD card. So, I have 128 on this one and on the OLED. This one is a 512, which I mentioned. This one has a bunch of games on it, which I have a bunch of games here. Fortnite's taking most of it. That's a digital game. We got Fortnite. We got Rocket League. We got some Grand Theft Auto games. We got Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart, Pokemon Unite. We got some Pokemon games here. They don't take that much storage. I've noticed a couple gigabytes, but not too much. We got, we got Zelda. It's getting close to 1 gigabyte. We got Pokémon Tournament. It's getting close. But there's some games here that don't take that much storage. So yeah. Here we go. And I have a couple games here. There's got like 20 of them or something. Hold on. Let's see. There's like 36%, 39 with apps and games in here. And I still have like 300 gigabytes of storage left. So yeah. I would recommend if you could have a bunch of games, like say like 30 or more, start with a 512. But if you could have like less, then you don't need like 128 gigabytes. Will do it for a while. But then over time, you do need to buy a bigger storage. So I do give them a heads up. In my opinion, if you could have a couple games, go with 128. But if later on you're going to keep on adding, then go with a 512. And if you could have more games, double than what I have right now, go with a 1 terabyte. I mean, they are expensive, but it's better for storage. And also, I got an OLED here. If I got mentioned it. See, like, I still have, like, a little less than 100 gigabytes of storage. 97. And I'm pretty sure I don't even have, like, maybe half of what that one has. Let's see, we got 14 games just on this console. So 14 games will do it. And I don't have Fortnite on this guy. Mostly Pokemon games on this guy. And this one I'm pretty sure has a bunch of games. Let's see real quick. Let's see, we got 12. We got 25 games. And I still have, it's 128 gigabyte. So see, I have like 53.8 gigabytes left. So if I keep adding more games here in the future to this console, over time I'll have to upgrade to like a 256 or a 512, depending how, how many games I keep on buying and playing on these Switches. So yeah, so you have to keep eyeing out on that. And the memories and Amazon, you can buy a pack of 2. 128 gigabytes for like 20 bucks, 20 something bucks. They're not too expensive in my opinion. You can have one right here in the console. The other one you have it as a backup. Just have it saved in case in the future you buy another Switch. Because you know how these Pokemon games, sometimes you need another game in order to complete. You could do it that way. You can have that memory card for that other Switch. Also, I forgot to mention, if you're looking for a memory, since I did talk about that, forgot to mention, the SD cards on all these, they have them under the little flap, like the bigger ones, And by the way, if you are going to remove this game memory card, just turn off the console completely before you do this, because it could mess it up. Just want to give a heads up. But here, I'm going to give you all the difference. Here, I always use, for these Switches, I always use SanDisk. In my opinion, I've always used SanDisk and it always comes out great. So, yeah. And if you want, I'll show you. See, here's like the Mario one. And I mean, I purchased this. And I do want to give a heads up. If you're going to buy an SD card and it says Nintendo, this is like Nintendo certified, but these cost more money. These little guys. These little guys cost more money than these will be here, which I'll show you here in a minute. See, so they just go in there. So I don't like giving, buying those type of SD cards anymore because they're more expensive. You waste like 30 bucks on one of those, unless they've gone down since the last time. They might be like $20 or $25. And then Amazon, see if this guy will click back on Amazon. On Amazon, you get a pack of these. This is 128. That one was 128. This one is 120 as well. This one over here, it's 128, and I got it for a pack of 2. Back then, I got it for 30, but now they went down to 20. But these are, I've been using these guys, SanDisk Ultra. I've been using these guys. And they've been doing a pretty good job. I have other brands, as you saw. I had like a, other brands. And I always use SanDisk on everything that's memory-wise. Because I know at the end it'll be useful for me. I know my data won't be deleted or anything. They make good products. So yeah, if you want to buy memory, buy it at SanDisk, in my opinion. You could buy Samsung. They're good too. I haven't heard anything bad about those, but I always go with SanDisk. But over here, we got the 512 one as well. It's a SanDisk. But there's a bunch of SanDisk in a lot of forms. Like, I mean, they got them in like 16, a 32, a 64, 128, 256 gigabyte, a 512, and then it goes all the way to a 1 terabyte. And then from there, it goes to a 1.5 terabyte. So yeah, and I have mentioned, but I would recommend SanDisk in my opinion. Samsung, I heard they're good too. I don't use their products that much, but I'm just saying that they're also good. But at Amazon, for like 20 bucks for 2 of them, they're 128 gigabytes. I recommend more of that one. So yeah, just unless there's another brand, but there's some other brands. But those are the 2 I know, but I use SanDisk the most because I always use it the most. And also, one more thing. If you do buy a memory, you insert it inside your switch. And you go to the settings. You go to system. Let's see. A format options, sorry. And then format a micro SD card. So first, and when you want to do that, when you get an SD card, you turn off the console completely off. You go in the back under the little stand or behind the little flop, like here in the switch light, it has a little, you know. You open that, insert the game in there. You know, close the lid or the little, you know, protector. And then turn it on. Once you turn it on, you go directly to here what I mentioned. Format SD card. You format it. Since I don't have one in this console, you know. They'll say if you are 100% sure you want to format, you say confirm, and it'll do it. It'll restart and it'll turn back on. So yeah, this one I'm ordering an SD card here for it soon. Just waiting for the other switch I'm gonna get here in a bit. But yeah, just you know, just want to show you just in case you get an SD card how to format and stuff. Okay, all right, so thanks. Now we've got some accessories. You could buy these controllers here for like 60 bucks, unless they gone up since I bought this. But these controllers, I've never experienced Joy-Con drift with these. I have experience with the Joy-Cons, but these are kind of rare to get Joy-Con drift, you know. And I like these controllers. They're way better than the, you know, the Joy-Cons. It feels like a real controller, you know what I mean? It's not a bad thing to have. That's one of the accessories. I do have another accessory. I have this charger for the Joy-Cons. And if you have a bunch of them, say like you have Smash Bros. And you want to have a bunch of Joy-Cons, this guy will be the perfect one. You just plug it into your dock and it'll charge up the controllers. And whenever you're ready to play, they're just right there. You just grab them and ready to go, you know? Ready to go. You won't have to be having them sitting on a shelf or anything or on the TV stand. Just dying there. They'll be charged and ready to go. So yeah, that's a good thing to have, you know. And also, there are some cases, like I got this Pokemon. I don't know if they still sell this, but there's also cases, like, not just like this black one, but there's also like Pokemon, Zelda cases, which I do have one. Give me a second. We got a Zelda one. I got this at Ross for 10 bucks, so yeah. I mean, there are limited editions. So I do want to give a heads up, so, you know, keep an eye out. And here we go. You know, so Zelda ain't bad in my opinion, you know. But yeah, game cases, and they're never bad to have. So here, we also got this accessory. This ain't from Nintendo or anything. And I've made a video of this guy. So if you want to go check it out, I'll give you the short run here. So this one I could store up to like, I think it was 42 games. Let's see, we got 48 games, sorry. And you can also, you can store up to 24 game SD cards in case, you know, you have a bunch of them. Like say you went from a 16, 32, 128, you know. You keep them saved in case in the future you get another Switch, you grab one of those SD cards and reuse them. Since these don't last long, so yeah. I used to have these on the Switch Lites. And this one used to be on my original, the 32 gigabyte. I swapped them out over time, so yeah. You used to have a 32, went to 128. Recently, I filled that up, so I gave that to the one that I bought. It was a Mario Edition SD card. I gave it the Mario Edition, so that whole Switch is all Mario Edition. And I gave my original Switch 512 gigabyte. It's a good thing to keep buying a bigger one, and if it fills up, you gotta buy a bigger one. Like say right now I'm at 512. If that fills up, I'll have to buy a 1 terabyte. And if that fills up, I'll have to buy a 1.5 terabyte. And if it keeps going like that, and right now they don't have a 2 terabyte, but later down the road I feel like they will. So yeah, always think about the storage, depending on how many games you're gonna have. But this guy, and sorry I was kind of getting off, but here we got all the games, you know, and they're just all saved in this little box. And you can fit this on, you know, and I think they're about the size of the Switch here. Yes, so see, look about the size of the screen, the whole case. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. I think it was like, I don't remember how much this guy was. It's been a while since I'd done a video of this guy. Maybe like 15, 20 bucks, somewhere around there. In my opinion, ain't bad. And there's more than just this red and blue design. There's like, I've seen some that are Pokemon and Zelda. There's a bunch of them out there. Just keep looking on Amazon. This should be one camping around there. So this ain't bad to have in my opinion. So yeah, overall, this is really good. So I hope that helps you out. You know, looking for that perfect gift for the kid or that perfect couple or something. You know, boyfriend or girlfriend that's into playing Switches, or so like she has an old one or your kid doesn't have one. Maybe you can find out which one is perfect for you. Thank you for watching and keep on gaming.